Hey, let's get this organized. Oops. All right. So here we are going live on TikTok as well. Just a minute. Hello, everyone. So yeah, I thought once I changed my body, got my fourth degree, and made six figures, I'd finally feel complete. I'm looking because I'm on both TikTok and YouTube. But even after hitting all these milestones, I still felt like something was missing. Um, yeah, I was in Mexico. I remember I was in Mexico for the first time ever. Beautiful, Tulum. No, actually, it was Cancun. I'm sorry. I want to go to Tulum. Sitting in a garden-like restaurant with a uh, with a cenote in it, which was really interesting. So I noticed a black cat wandering around, and the cat was blind. At first, I thought it was like stumbling, fumbling, bumbling, and I was like, "Oh my goodness!" The poor cat is afraid, because I can imagine. Well, I can't imagine, but imagine if you can't hear or see, and if you can hear. Imagine if you can't see, but then there are all these sounds, and you can imagine the sound of restaurant. So I thought the moving around, which was a little awkward because it was bumping into things, was because it was afraid. But what I didn't realize was it wasn't fear, because the waiter explained to me that the cat has been here for as long as he'd been here, which was as long as the restaurant had been, and was pretty familiar with the layout. So it wasn't so much fear or overwhelm from the noise, it was curiosity. Um, and so for me, I was like, a cat that's blind is curious and is exploring and is present, right? And so what really resonated, or what really happened to me in that moment, was I got it finally. I realized how I know it sounds, but when you get it, you get it, right? I realized how I'd been chasing achievements my entire life, my adult life, that is. But how even in the chasing, I wasn't, or because of the chasing, I wasn't really present, or even maybe because I wasn't present, I spent the majority of my adult life chasing achievements. And because of that, I wasn't free. In fact, there was a proverbial cage that I was under. It was one of just performing and performing to feel worthy. And so I remember that my coach asked me shortly after. I had a high performance coach, go figure, who asked me this one simple question: who do you really want to serve? And suddenly the answer was clear, because I went from women who wanted to lose weight, who wanted to get fit, who wanted to be this size, to realizing that it was not about fitness, or it wasn't really about fitness, right? At least not anymore. It wasn't about, hitting the next goal. It was about helping women like me, high achievers, super conditioned to over functioning, over performing, over producing, not moving until we get some type of permission, not ever feeling comfortable enough to be vulnerable, would rather sacrifice relationships and more meaningful things to look perfect than to actually just be and enjoy these things. It was for women like myself at the time, high achieving Black women who had checked all those boxes of success that we're conditioned to societally and culturally, but still felt this sense of disconnect where, we just couldn't really connect with those things. And that's what I call the high achievers trap. But anyway, so that moment when I was asked, who do you really want to serve? The shift from fitness to women who wanted to feel fulfilled internally, because fulfillment is an internal thing. When you realize that and embody it, your whole life changes. And that's what my journey was about. And that's why I do what I do. Because this life is really about why I'm doing what I'm doing. So if you've ever, let me ask you this, if you've ever had a moment or had a thought where you achieved something that you've been craving for, desiring, chasing after, doing all these different things. Could be a degree, buying a home, a job, I don't know, whatever it was, right? But if you've ever had a milestone achievement where you finally got that thing that you had been desiring for, but you didn't feel the success or the pride or whatever it was, you felt it externally because, yeah, I have it now. But if it was short lived or it wasn't as deep or as deep, I guess is a good term, as you thought it would, or as life changing, as impactful, as you know, when something leaves a an indelible mark on you, if you didn't feel that depth of success or achievement that you thought you would, past the initial euphoria, I want you to drop a with you in the chat. Again, my question is, if you're a high achiever who's been programmed, because now we know it's a programming by society, culturally, if you're a black high achiever, especially women, to accomplish or to get all these external successes. And when you do get a significant milestone or you hit a significant milestone, you hit a significant goal, and it doesn't feel as life changing or as impactful as you thought it would, comment with you in the chat. Because the truth is, external success, and hear me when I say this with everything, every fiber of my being, because I believe that external success or successes will never, ever be enough if you're still pretending, if you're still performing, if you're still an overachiever, if you're still an over functioning, over explaining woman, which is what high achieving women end up being. It's never enough. Um, and so, what would change this is clarity. Clarity is what changed everything for me and what will change everything for you. It's what allows you or enables you or propels you to stop performing, to stop feeling the need to be who you're not, to say what you don't want to say, to go to places that you don't want to go, to be in relationships, partnerships, even marriages that have long expired or that you've outgrown. It's okay. It is a thing. And so when you have that clarity, you have no choice, because you can't unsee what you see, right? You have no choice but to stop performing and actually feel alive, feel real, feel like yourself. So, one question: what's one milestone? Come back to that question again. What's one milestone you've hit that didn't feel the way that you thought it would? For me, it was my doctoral degree, because I'd gone to school for maybe 11 years. Like, I was just going. And crazy enough, as I was wrapping that up, I was thinking, you know what? I always did want to be a lawyer. Like, this is crazy. When does this end? When? Thankfully, I got off that societal programming, and I'm whole, I'm healed. So, back to my question: what's one milestone that you've hit? One goal, one thing that you had been dreaming of accomplishing, that when you met it or accomplished it, you thought would change your mind. I don't know. Drag the slider to fit the puzzle. What the heck is going on? Okay, I'm not sure what's happening. Drag the slider. Oh boy. Anyway, I hope I'm still on live. I had to do some puzzle thing which I've never seen before. Anyway, so what's one milestone you've hit, something that you thought would change your mind, would make you feel like you accomplished something, make you feel fulfilled internally, that when it happened didn't feel quite the way, didn't hit quite the way that you thought it would? I'm just seeing if anyone has any comments. And yeah, so when people ask me why I started this work, which is what this is about, is because I've been there. I know what it's like to have done all those things. Check the boxes, as we say, the proverbial boxes: house, car, blah, 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 degrees, job, six figure, clothes, shoes, all of it. And still, well, maybe not all of it, but a lot of it. And still feel empty, feel disconnected, still feel like I'm not enough. That worthiness, unworthiness thing is big. And it's driving a lot of us. So that's why I'm doing this work, because I want you to know, I want you to feel, I want you to embody this, that you are worthy just as you are. You don't need to keep doing anything, you don't need anything else. Feel worthy just as you are. And know that clarity, not chasing things, is the key to your freedom. So, on that note, as I wrap up, if you're ready to stop performing, if you're ready to unhook from the strong black woman trap that is killing us, oops, I hope I don't get flagged. Um, and just finally live a life that's fulfilling, a life that feels really good, that is light, that is easy, where you don't pretend, where you get to do what you want, when you want, be who you are, say no, leave the relationship, get into a relationship, end that friendship, stop carrying things out of sentiment, things that are not fulfilling, things that you've outgrown. If you're ready for that, I have the first step for you. It's my High Achievers Guide, and I walk you through three simple shifts that will help you to get the clarity that you want and just help you to start moving towards who you are on the inside, outside of this, all the external traps. So that's it. That's what I got for you today. Tomorrow I'll share the scariest what if I never blah 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 moment that shooketh me awake. I'll see you. Ciao.